Alright, let's check out Elrond. So from what I can see, the chart does look bearish in the short term. Now, give me a second before the Elrond community starts throwing rocks through my window. I am probably going to be bullish on this in the long term, but at least from what I can see in the short term, it does look, somewhat bearish. So I would pay the most attention to this fib right here, and even if I draw it from the hopium level, which is the candle close, you can see we have broken below the 786. Now, I can draw it from all the way down here at the start of this uptrend, and you can see that we do have another 786 down here. So this is your number one hopium level. If we don't hold that, then in my opinion we would be falling off the table and basically trending somewhere near zero. So like I said, before you throw rocks through my window, I don't think that we are going to trend down to zero, but from an objective view in the market, this is really your last line in the sand. So from what I can see, market structure is bearish in the short term. I mean, this is a really ugly head and shoulders kind of pattern that we've got here, but nonetheless, you can still see that we've got a shoulder, fat off head, and another shoulder. And I mean, we've bounced from this, to be fair, so you wouldn't necessarily need to worry about it until we do break below this trend line. Let me move it to, I'd probably say this is the most valid, which obviously we are still above. We broke below it, broke back above it. So in the very short term, if we do stay on this uptrending green support that I've got marked here, we should be good, and we should hope for something like this, to shimmy along this green line, break above this 786 at 150, and then continue with an uptrend. So like I said, I do think this will do well in the long run. There's just way too many crypto influencers that make videos about this all the time and love it, so I don't think this coin is going anywhere. But do bear in mind, I am saying it is bearish in the short term because we are below the 618. We've just broken below the 786. So if I held this coin, which I personally don't, I would need to see a break above 150, which is this 786 here. If we did see a strong break above like I said, 150, we can start talking about price target moves up to 193, and then I think once we get above 223, we're basically going to have a straight run up to the upside. I don't mean that like literally, but I mean there's not too much in terms of resistance up here. I do think it would pretty much be a straight line. Obviously, if we do chop the data here from the 618, I don't have a VPVR, I don't know why that's so hard to say, which is the volume profile for the visible range, because I don't have TradingView Pro. But if I did, you would see that there's tons of volume down here, tons of volume down here, and there's basically no volume up here. So this is really the degenerative VPVR play. I probably should get a pro TradingView chart at some point, but let's see how the channel goes first before we do that. So all in all, I think we're going to be coming down to 113. If we don't come down to 113, we'd need to hold this trend line. So 113 is your last line in the sand right here. If we do drop below 113, if we don't have a bounce, then to be fair, we've got, well yeah, this was what I was talking about, 112. The only next level I see down is the $52, which is obviously a very nasty drop. Like I said, I don't necessarily think we'd be coming down there, but if we did break below this 786 line at 112, that is basically all I'd be seeing. So keep an eye on 112 as your worst case scenario. If we don't hold that, we're going to fall off the table. In the very micro term, if we do kind of hold this trend line around about 137 in the short term, then we shouldn't have to worry about this. But if we do break down, I think we would be coming down to the 786. So that's all I see. Once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.